Monitoring treatment response means to say how molecular diagnostics can help us to monitor the treatment response. Naturally, patients and physicians want to know as soon as possible whether a treatment is working or not. Molecular diagnostics that can be repeated multiple times over the course of treatment, such as simple blood tests, have been developed for colon and several other cancers to examine treatment response. Some cancers can develop resistance to medications, as in the case of chronic myelogenous leukemia, which is a type of blood cancer. This cancer is often treated with a medication known as imatinib. The name of medication which is used for acute myelogenous leukemia is imatinib. What does it do? How does it work? It inhibits a protein made by an abnormal combination of genes. People with chronic myelogenous leukemia may need to take imatinib for years, and in some people, the sequence of genetic material can change over time. This change may lead to reduced medication effectiveness. Consequently, patients who no longer respond to imatinib may undergo molecular diagnostic testing to determine whether the gene has changed. Monitoring recurrence in patients without symptoms of cancers. Patients whose cancer has been successfully treated are typically monitored at regular intervals for signs of recurrence. Meant say molecular diagnostics can also help in prognosis of the disease. When we are going to treat, we are treating the disease that either the change is occurring at molecular level or not. For some cancers, molecular diagnostics can aid in determining whether a cancer has recurred. For breast, prostate, and ovarian cancers, the use of molecular diagnostics to monitor recurrence in patients without symptoms of cancer is controversial. In the future, scientists are likely to develop better molecular diagnostics that can more accurately monitor recurrence in patients whose disease has been successfully treated. When you swallow a pill, the medication must be absorbed and distributed throughout the body so that it can reach its intended site of action. In our case, the cancerous tissue. After some period of time, the body breaks down and eliminates the medication, leading to a need for more medication. The process of absorption, distribution, and metabolism means to say breakdown of the drug and its elimination from the body. This is called pharmacokinetics. Mean to say what the body does with your medicine, how your body treats with medicine. This is pharmacokinetics. The rate at which these processes occur depends on a variety of factors, including genetics. Let's say the pharmacokinetics is also affected by genetics. Due to genetic difference, some people metabolize drugs faster than others, which has major implications for certain cancer therapies. One example of this is a medication known as irinotecan that is used for the treatment of colon cancer. Irinotecan is used for the treatment of colon cancer. Individuals with a genetic pattern designated UGT1A1 28 metabolize irinotecan more slowly than those without this pattern. Means say if someone has this genetic combination or this genetic pattern which is UGT1A1 28, they will metabolize irinotecan more slowly. What will happen? In order to prevent the medication from accumulating in the body, let's say if it is metabolizing it slowly, then it will accumulate in the body. What we have to do? We have to take care that these individuals must be given a lower dose than normal because drug is metabolizing slowly because of UGT1A1. So we have to give lower dose than the normal to these persons for treatment of the colon cancer. Clinical uses of molecular diagnostics, where we can use molecular diagnostics at clinical level, we use it for the risk assessment. Am I increased for cancer? Am I at increased risk for cancer or decreased? It will help you to make your assessment